Oh, now it won't even let me click to a new tab. Here we go. Alright, cool. So in this game, you can see these things right here. These are goals. So think of these as contracts. You're in space. You're a collector. You go out. You're a smuggler, I should say. You are a smuggler. Your job is to find somebody that has a contract. Okay, so all these cards are going to be like this. Let's just do this real quick. Put these back in the contract, this one too. Then I'll shuffle and I'll take 10 of these, put them out here. And we'll just snap these to these spots here. I'll show you how to play the game, and then if anybody is interested, they can play the game with me. We're going to go ahead and take 2 cards. So my opponent would have 2 cards as well. As you can see, I've got move back 2 spaces and peek at any card. I'll take my guy. I'd put him, let's say I want to start on spot 1. On my first turn, we'll use this up here. I use this black token. I can do 3 different things. I can jump, move, or play. If I move, I just move 1 spot. If I jump, I actually take one of these tokens right here and put it like that, and I jump to whatever number that says. If anybody else tries to use the jump function from a place that already has a token, they will permanently jump to that location. Okay, so this is what I'll do though. Let's shuffle that up. I'm on spot 1. I'm going to use the play action first. When I do, I cover it up. I take this card into my hand, and I get to decide if I want to play any of these cards. If I choose not to, and I choose not to decide... Wow. If I choose not to play a card, I can take any one of these, and I can go ahead and put this face down here like that. If I choose to use a card, notice that was not the card that I picked up. If I choose to use a card, I can do something like this. I'm going to move back 2 spaces, then I'll move back 2 spaces. Right? Then we'll flip that down. The next thing that I'll do is I'll use the red token, which is my last action. So first action, last action. So I'm going to go ahead and do my last action token as a move. I'm going to move forward 1 space. And then I'm going to give this to the next person. Then they're going to do their turn. Then whoever does their turn, right? Then it comes back to me. Then it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and use my play action again. Okay, so before I start, whatever your last action token is on, you do not have access to on your next turn. So right now, or your current turn rather. So right now, move, I don't have access to it. I have play and jump. So I'm going to start with play, and I could have started with jump if I wanted to. So I'll go play. And then I will do a peek at opponent's hand. So I'll get to look at what their hand is, and then I'll put it face down. And then my only other option is to jump. So I'll move my last action token, because you only can get 2 actions per turn. And then I'll jump. So when I jump, I'm going to go to spot 3. Excellent. Then I'll end my turn. It comes back to me, and you notice that I cannot use jump this turn. So I'm going to go ahead and use play. I'll put this into my hand. Swap any 2 even cards. Nah, I don't want to play that. I'm going to put it face down, and then I'm going to go ahead and move. And then it's my opponent's turn, then it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and play because I want to see what this card is. We've got the mustache. Alright, 1 minute. Perform your next action twice. So what this means is when I play it, means my next action is jump. So I'm going to go ahead and do a jump action, but I get to do it twice. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Flip that over. I'm going to go to spot 1. Then I'm going to jump immediately again. And I'm going to go up to 11, which I've already been to. And then it's my next turn. So I'm actually, you know what? Screw it, I'll play. Oops, I did not mean to put that into my hand. I'm going to go ahead and swap hands with an opponent. So I would take their 2 cards, they would take my 2 cards, and then I'm going to move here. Then my turn's over. Next turn, I'm actually going to go ahead and jump 2, 3, and I'm going to do play. So you can see you can mix it up. I'm going to swap. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to swap any cards. Now on my next turn, I'm going to jump, and I'll go here. I'm going to jump all the way to spot 9, and then I'm going to play. Hey, swap any 2 even cards. Okay, so I'm gonna swap 8 and 10 right here. Alright, then on my next turn, oh, that was a bad move. Pretend like I have all of these off, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and move first, so I'll move down here, and then I'll use the play function right here. And look at this, I've got a goal, okay? So this is my contract that I'm going to be looking for. So your first goal of the game is to find a contract. And it takes a little while. You have to actually search out some stuff. Once you do find a contract, In the meantime, you're actually gathering intel. Oh wow, it was right there. You're gathering intel. You're looking and remembering that on 11 there's a spyglass, on 12 there's a fish, on 1 there's a tornado, on 3 there's a tornado, and then on 4 there's a sword. So I was supposed to have remembered all that stuff, right? But when you find a goal, you have no choice but to put it back, all right? But you put it back face down. So you take it from your hand, you flip it over first, and then you put it back into your, you put it face down. Now, when you do that, you have to remember what those things are. So I need a heart and a tornado. Well, I have a tornado, but now I need a heart. So I would need to search through all of these other cards and find a heart. And unfortunately, there's no heart, which is crazy. But my opponent might have had a heart in his hand. Let's flip it over. No heart. So in this situation, they both have hearts. This is what would happen if I was absolutely sure of it. Let's say I did have a heart, whatever the goal was. I would go back to this spot and I would play and I would win because I have returned this set to the proper goal. But let's say there's a situation where there are no hearts, and I'm very, very certain of it. Right, my opponent's hand is there, and I might go here and I go, you know what? I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna say, I'm going to tell you that this is an impossible feat right here. This is an impossible feat. You cannot complete this. Now, at this point, all cards are turned face up, including the cards in your opponent's hand and your own cards. And if you are right that it cannot be completed, then you win the game. If you're wrong, you automatically lose the game. So that is the game in a nutshell.